Hi, Capricorns. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome in any of my readings. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person on your mind. What's coming next? What is happening? Where are we headed? What are their intentions, thoughts, and feelings? Anything spirit wants to share with me. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Let's see what our guides have. Let's see what your cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me loving messages that are meant to be heard today. What is it that you need us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have the Mystic Circle. Your abilities will be enhanced. Little bit of a awakening, okay? That, you know, they've awakened your soul. And maybe, I always love that feeling. The grass is greener, the sky is bluer. You're like, what is, everything is heightened. Everything is intensified, okay? From color to smell to the taste of foods, everything becomes kind of exaggerated, and it's just a true awakening to all your senses. So this person could really be like, whoo, waking you up. I have a maiden, a new relationship blossoms. I like her intuitive eye. I definitely like the intuitive eye coming in. A new love blossoms, right? I can feel it. I can feel it blooming. I can feel it. They're saying all the way, like from my head to my toes. So I definitely feel it in my soul. I have a chalice, rejuvenation, fulfilled. I feel alive. I feel rejuvenated. I feel young. It's like the fountain of youth. So for some of you, I feel like a kid again. I feel like a teenager. This is crazy, you know, I'm making out like a teenager, and I'm a grown, you know, adult. So it could be something as simple as that. I have a wizard. Use your skills to hate others. I feel like you're both very helpful people, is how I want to say. That you both are givers, or you're both put on this earth, spirit saying, to serve others. And maybe that's why you've been brought together, that you're going to do something together. You know, you'll do charity work, or maybe we're just there to help each other's families, help take care of each other. But it is a feeling of that we are both here to serve a purpose, and somehow our purposes are connected. A hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. Yeah. I mean, has the hand of fate come in? Is this destiny? Is this, you had no control over this? It was going to happen. You know, you're going to fall in love with this person, with or without your, you know, I mean, we all have free will, but this was going to happen no matter what. It was predestined. I have an emperor. I have a high priestess. I have a 3 of swords. And I have a tower. So this love is coming after a difficult time. It first came into me with the high priestess primarily as I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting my soul this time. And I'm listening to my heart. I'm listening to, you know, what my body's telling me. I'm listening to the energy that I feel when I talk to you or think about you. So I feel like I'm trying to not overthink it because of the hurt. I'm trying to not overthink it because I've been hurt one too many times, Spirit's saying. But I'm not there today. Just because I'm I have a relationship with somebody doesn't mean it's going to end. Okay. Just because other relationships end, there is that one person that comes along that you stay with. People stay together for years and get through a lot. This person is a lot more secure and stable than what you've ever had. I like the little map that he's holding. I see it as a map, but it is more like a telescope. But I saw it as a map, and it was almost like I have a plan. I have a plan for us. I'm planning a future. I can see, see ahead. I'm thinking ahead already. So somebody who's already thinking, I could see myself with you. I have a Hermit. So I do feel like I've been alone. I'm definitely going to put that over here with the Tower, the Broken Heart, the Three of Swords. I've been alone. It's been a while. I've been traveling this journey by myself. I have a Four of Pentacles. I have a hard time letting other people in because I just keep meeting the wrong people, probably. Yeah, there's a feeling of I've spent a lot of time healing. I've spent a lot of time taking care of myself. And I don't want anybody to take away my peace. I don't want anybody to take away everything that I've worked so hard on. I've reconnected spiritually. Maybe that's what pulled you up and out. Maybe you were in a dark place. Maybe you had a lot of shadow work. And the only thing that helped you was this feeling of I connected to, God. I brought God into my life, and it made all the difference in the world, whoever you pray to. And I have an Ace of Swords. This is coming into me as this person isn't hesitating. They've made up their mind that they want to, be on this journey with you. It's almost like I won't take no for an answer. I mean, I know that they would if you said no, but it's almost like they're really strong. And I won't take no for an answer. I want you in my life. And what would it take? So a little bit of this, pirate fighting for you, or I'm not going to give up on you, but made up their mind for sure that they want to be with you. Maybe you've been waiting for that. Maybe you've been waiting for them to be all in or to not hesitate. Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck. I have a Two of Cups. I'm going to go back to fate and destiny. It is, the universe is already in motion. The universe is already working. And yeah, there's a feeling of it was a coincidence. It was luck that we met. It's serendipitous, but it really isn't when we understand it as energy. It's the energy has a target. The energy is predestined. The energy is going to find its match. So this Wheel of Fortune is happening to bring these two people together. And I feel like I can't slow down fate, is how I feel. I can't slow down. This love is blossoming. And if this is meant to be, it's almost like I can't slow it down to the point where if I want it, I can have it. It's not like I can be in this indecision phase for a while. It's like I have to decide to be in it, because this Emperor, I feel, is going to settle for nothing less than you being all in also. So they'll walk away from somebody who is playing games, and they probably would say that I'm not going to play games. They'll walk away from somebody who is excited about this connection one week, and then the following week saying, oh, I'm busy. So they're just not going to do that. They want to be with somebody to be all in. They've made up their mind to be all in, is how it's coming into me. I have the number 23, and I love this divine feminine energy. And I feel very confident of my divine feminine energy. And I'm not afraid to share it, they're saying. I'm not afraid to share my nurturing, my loving soul, even my body with somebody intimately. So it's a feeling of I'm confident and I'm comfortable within myself. I have this panther and this kind of little bit of a fear in the background. And that could be something that I've had to work on. It could be something that I've had to push through. I've had to work on my own insecurities or my fear of getting hurt or my fear of starting over, fear of change. I got used to being single again. I got used to not being in a relationship for a while. And now I'm going to be with somebody. Now I'm going to spend time with somebody. Even sometimes, even when you want it, when it starts to happen, you're like, oh no, is this what I really want? So even when it's what you've been asking for. I have a number 51. I like this because you can see there's a lot of different clues here that says communication to me. 1, the clock, divine timing. 2, this bird is delivering a letter. Okay, so there's a message. This message is meant for you. So somebody's coming with a text message, writing to you, responding to you, something like that. And then I have a phone, and that phone's going to ring. So it's really just this feeling of any moment, like one of these things are going to happen. You know, the divine timing is going to kick into place. I'm going to hear from my person. You know, the phone call that changes it all. You know, that how do you say, what is it, that, you know, like the shot that the one shot that fired and started it all, you know. So it's that kind of feeling. So you know, someone has a message, and the message is probably, I want to see you, and I want to see you again, and I want to spend some time with you. So I wouldn't be afraid of that. I would not be afraid of that. Spirit, please share with me. What are the feelings, person on my mind? What is it you need me to know? I have a 7 of Swords. I'm going to put this with the fear of the unknown. You know, until you know somebody, that we can all put anybody into the category of they're going to hurt me. Okay. You can put anybody in the category of they're a liar, they're a cheat, they're a fake, but not everybody is that. And some of us have a tendency to put everybody in that bucket before we give them a chance. And we force that person, because of our own wounds, to jump through hoops, to prove that they're honest, to prove that they aren't going to hurt us, to prove before we accept them, before we let them in. Who are we to make anybody jump through hoops for us? And this Emperor isn't going, that's a game to them. I'm not going to jump through hoops to prove to you that I'm not going to cheat on you 10 years from now. Okay. So it's you taking the risk. It's you taking the risk on a person, on a human being, that for today, I'm going to give this person some trust until they prove me wrong, as opposed to proving you right. So if they prove you wrong and they, you know, they say they're going to pick you up, or they say they're going to be somewhere and they're not, you catch them in little lies, you know, things like that, then yeah, they're starting to prove that you can't trust them. Spirit, please share with me. I have a Queen of Pentacles. You're more secure than that. You don't have to make somebody prove it to you. You're secure. I have a Page of Swords. it did come into me as let the battle begin. And I don't see it as a battle, but maybe you're so used to battling somebody that you are just going to say, like, whatever comes at me, I can defend. Look at that page as the pages are all optimistic. The pages are naive person that is growing and learning. It's the child within us that has to learn something and ask lots of questions and understand a lot of things about somebody. So this page of swords coming in is, I want to tell you everything about me. Ask me. I have nothing to hold back. I'm excited. I'm excited about going to the birthday party today. You know, like it's a little kid. I have a 9 of Swords. Okay, so we got to push through the fear, guys. If somebody's got out there is just really struggling with, I'm so sick of being hurt. That's all. I have a 9 of Pentacles. You're stronger than you know. Okay. If you start to go down the path with somebody and they are showing you that you can't trust them in the little things. I'm going to call and they don't call. Let's do something this weekend, and then they never call to make the plans. Okay. You know, then you start to put them in the category of, I really can't trust what you say. You said you were going to call and you didn't, you know. You're smarter than allowing people to manipulate you like that. So you know, as far as controlling your own fears, you have the ability to say no and control how much somebody comes into your energy that would make you feel fearful in any way. As soon as you started to feel that, I probably would say this isn't working. I want to go back to this feeling of you felt awakened, okay? That your mind, body, and soul is saying something good is happening here. That's what I want you to hold on to. I don't want you to compare it to others, Spirit just said. Don't compare it to other relationships because those probably didn't work. You're here. This is where you are today. So don't compare it to anything else. See loving messages. I've been thinking about the last time I saw you. How about I can't wait to see you again? I can feel your energy around me every day. Now that you're in my life. I'm so proud of who you have become. I'm proud to be with you. I want you by my side, my partner. We both still need more time to heal and grow. That's okay. You can heal and fall in love all at the same time. Okay. Somebody who says to you, I'm still healing, therefore I can't be in a relationship. Then they're either not ready for a relationship, and that's their way of telling you, or they don't understand that they can do both. They can heal and fall in love at the same time. I crave to be close by your side. I want to be closer to you is how I feel. I feel like your person wants to be closer to you. So there's a little part of me that's saying, let them in. There's a little part of me saying you can trust them. You don't have to make them jump through hoops in any way. And trust yourself more than anything. What is it that you're feeling? Deep down, my intentions with you have always been pure. I don't want to have to prove myself. There's a lot of people that as soon as they start to feel like they have to prove themselves to you and they can't just be themselves to be in a relationship or start a relationship with somebody, they won't do it. That's when they walk away. They say, this person isn't even giving me a chance. This person isn't even giving me an opportunity to show the good in me. They're automatically assuming the worst. They're waiting for the worst. So we got to switch kind of that how we look at somebody and look at them as a human being, as a new friend. You wouldn't do it to a new friend. You know, why would you do it to somebody that you want to start dating? I can feel that strong bond we share on a soul level. They've awakened your soul. I can feel the bond on a soul level. So this is going to be a deeper connection. Could be a soulmate connection that we're starting to realize. I like the messages about don't make them jump through hoops. They're not going to like that. Not this emperor. This emperor doesn't have to prove themselves. They don't want to have to prove themselves. They just want to be themselves, and they want you to see the qualities in them for who they are. Let's put this out into the universe. I feel like it's blooming. Let's go with it's blooming. Let's not hold it back. Let's not throw a wrench in it. That doesn't have to be in there. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. Very grateful. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels here. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame channel. So if you'd like to see the readings on those channels, please check out the description below for the links. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.